the interview go?
There you go. Yeah, my boy.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. But what's goody, my guy?
What's good?
My boy out here, chest out, traps out.
Man, my shirt, I was gambling there and my shirt, I sweated through it.
Nigga, I'm gambling as we speak right now, Antoine.
What you gambling on?
I got games this weekend, but I'm doing Celtics Raptors right now.
No, I don't bet on bat. I got to bet on myself.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I lost my voice. That's why I sound like that.
Oh, you straight.
Yeah, what you do to lose your voice?
I don't know. I woke up one morning, my voice was gone.
Oh, that boy got that COVID.
Not at all. I had it before.
Oh, no.
I think I had it too. No cap.
No, I tested confirmed positive for it.
Ooh.
And I had to quarantine. I quarantined for like 3 weeks. They say 2 weeks, but I did 3 weeks. The worst thing though, you lose your taste and your smell.
Yeah, that's what everybody say.
Like last few days, I was coughing up blood.
Yeah, I was sweating really bad, and I was super cold throughout the day, and it was hot outside, so it was like I knew something was.
You lost your taste?
I lost my appetite altogether. I couldn't even eat.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like, I'd be super hungry. Then when the food get there, I couldn't eat nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. But how
you
was it?
Had it too, Malik.
I think I did. Listen, I was scared to get tested, though. I'll be honest. I was scared to get tested.
Hey, a lot of people scared to get tested that, but it'd be a lot of false testing too. Like, they don't really know for sure.
Facts. And like, I think I got it like right when they started talking about, it was coming to America. Like they were just putting like, for my job, we had just got sent home. So it was like, if you feel like you got this symptom, you need to get tested. I was like, hell nah. It's like, they ain't got to kill me. No, sir. I'll just sit in the house. I'll just wait it out. I'll wait it out. But tell us about this weekend. What you do this weekend?
Went to the club Saturday. Me and my man Duke. I was with Lil Kid and Rick Ross.
Okay.
On Saturday.
What you had? Y'all just chilling. Y'all just cooling.
We went to Ice Bar, and then Rick Ross performed a little bit. After that, we went to Club Blaze. It's a strip club.
Yes, sir.
Rick Ross, he a legend though. I ain't realized how big like to me Rick Ross in the conversation like up there with them Drakes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I called my boy, I was like, bro, like, I was in the club with Rick Ross. He said, why you record? I said, I don't be doing the recording. He was like, bro, he up there with Drake. But I ain't realize it until after we left. Yeah. I'm like, I really was just chilling with Rick Ross all night.
He act like one of us, one of the boys, for real.
Yeah, all on cool. But Rick Ross I was like, dang, I was just kicking it with him.
Talk about how you was, giving back to the people, before, you got into the nightlife and all that stuff.
I did Saturday morning. I do it once a month. The first month we did food. And as you pass the stuff out, you realize what they don't have. Mm-hmm. So the next month, I was like, we need to do toiletries. Because sometimes a lot of people, they're homeless, but they can't eat beef. Some people couldn't eat beef or pork. Gotcha. So it's like, we made sure we got chicken and cheese. Most people think since they homeless, they won't be picky. But sometimes they can't eat it. Like, they can't. They'll mess up their body. Okay. I met some people with no feet. Dang. But it's some talented individuals also. I met somebody who can rap. Can you curse on here?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
He can rap his ass off. We was just telling him, he reminded me of Lil Snoop. We messed around and gave him a car and told us to call him. I put him in the studio.
No.
Yeah, he was that good.
My goodness. We need to get him on
That's
the podcast. Get him on the podcast.
Hey, this man great. Man, I swear I'll ride back down there one day. If I find him, I'll take him to the store. I'll call you.
No,
That guy was great though.
no cap. But
And
how
he
many?
was just like, huh?
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
And most people don't. They think they just homeless because they homeless. Some people be going through stuff like he was he came back from the war.
Mm-hmm.
And he ain't have nothing. You feel me?
Okay.
Or stuff like that. But it was a great time. I be trying to get the kids involved, stuff like that.
Okay.
Facts. And God, I lost my question. But that's what it was. How does it make you feel to be able to provide, to people outside of just your family?
It feel great. It's like, and it's two different types of giving back. It's one you giving back just for show, but it's one if you genuinely, you feel me, care. I feel like everybody should just give back if you got a little something. People don't know how expensive giving back is. They just say, oh man, but that should come back to be expensive. So it's like I just spent my hard-earned money on some people you don't know. But at the end of the day, that's why you keep making your money, because I feel like God just gonna keep blessing. That's my thing on it.
Facts.
If you got $1 million you don't give back, what are you really doing? Because in life, everybody gonna die. So what are you gonna what are you gonna be remembered for?
That's true. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
How everything going with your, the brand, Born Greedy, how everything going with that? What's your plans with that?
So actually, I didn't come up with Born Greedy. My brother in prison, he came up with it. He called me on the phone one day and was like, I want to start a clothing line called Born Greedy. And I asked them, they real creative in prison. They know how to draw, color, everything.
For sure.
So they made the image. It was like, I want it like this. But it actually came about, if you really look at the picture, he got a graduation cap on his head. So my brother, he went to prison because he was being greedy. You feel me? Well, he wasn't being greedy, but the people around him was being greedy. They did some stuff, and they actually got away, but they went back to try to get more.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when they got caught the second time.
Yeah.
So his thing was he wanted to create a positive image, have a baby sitting on top of money with a graduation cap. So if you graduate from college, you can obtain more money in life. That's why he's sitting on top of the coins with a graduation cap on the side.
Okay.
And everybody, if you give somebody $1 million, they want two. Deshaun Watson then take $100 million. He messed around and got $160 million. Everybody greedy, you feel me? It's just what are you greedy about? But most people, if you give them something, they always gonna want more. So his thing is everybody's born greedy.
For sure. And so I have to talk about you a little bit. I'm like, you're greedy with the money, and I see you just bought a Mozzie. You cashing out, man. Like, how does it feel to be able to do stuff like that?
Man, it feels great. Like I was talking to my mom one night, and I just started crying. She was like, "Why you crying? Like, that's random." I'm like, "No, we was shopping. We was in New York. We was shopping, and I just teared up." So she was like, "Why you crying?" I'm like, "Cause back in the day, we couldn't go in this mall and shop, or we couldn't go in this store and shop. Now we just go in the mall, we don't even look at the price tag."
Oh.
And she was like, "Yeah, that's true. But it feel great when you got it on your own. It feel better when then nobody give it to you, work for it."
Facts.
Do your fam stay with you, or you got your own crib by yourself?
I got my own crib. My sister stay with me. That's it. I got 2 guest bedrooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at my mom's house right now, actually, outside her house.
Oh, for real? I think it's nigga Malik.
Yeah, it feels great though, man.
Tell him what you told me about just next month about giving back at the T in Greensboro. You trying to set up something?
I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to give back to Greensboro, because I know they're not in class, or they are in class, but I think like down here, the kids are not going to school. They just online.
Right.
So I was gonna just give back to like something, but then I was thinking about we might can give back to I don't know where homeless at in Greensboro, but I was trying to go statewide with it. But I'm trying to figure out what's the best thing to give back, or you get what I'm saying? Help the football team, help the whole athletics, help the college, or just help the people around the town. I'm trying to figure out what's a good way to give back.
You know,
Because
if the
they
boys
helped
from the
me out
team,
in my journey to graduation.
They say something about it. You know they're gonna want you to help the boys out, the team.
You say what?
You know the boys on the team gonna want you to help them out. They already got New Jersey. They probably want new help. You know how they is.
Yeah.
But I like I was telling him, I feel like he should do the same thing he been doing, either give back food, toiletries, same thing he just been doing. But I don't know where the homeless at in Greensboro.
I don't know. See, I don't know where the homeless at. I just know about the college town.
Yeah.
Or I was trying to link up with something with the university.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know one spot. I did community service that one weekend, but I could probably get you a connection with that. But if you're trying to do something with the school, I'm like, you got ample amounts of connections with that.
What type of things you thinking about?
No, I said for you, like for you. Dang, he didn't put me on the hot spot.
Oh no. I like I told Kate, I'm gonna join y'all into it.
Yeah, I told him I'm down.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I like to join people. You feel me? I feel like everybody should give out, like I just said.
Thanks. I got to talk to some badass kids this Friday.
Hey, the badass kids be the one who remember you.
That's facts.
Hey, that's a fact. That's
Be
a
the
fact.
one who remember you. And those
Tell
are the people who really want to, because you can change their life from being bad.
What's the name? Tell the people a little bit about going from. Well, tell the people about just playing in the SEC period, Twan. How was that experience for you playing in the SEC a couple years?
Electrifying. It's different from A&T, but it's also like it's just like you just another number or a job. You feel me? Yeah, some coaches can genuinely care for you, but most 9 times out of 10, the head coaches in the SEC, they just care about feeding their family and going on, you know what I'm saying, to the next point in their life, or trying to get the bigger job. The most relationship you're going to have is with your position coach. But it was great. I had great competition. I played against some great people. I never forget.
Okay.
And they're a lot bigger and stronger and faster.
I already know.
So it's a little different.
And
it
what
make you focus though.
right? And
Like the bullshit you can do at like a lower level, you can't do that bullshit during the week and expect to have the same type of plan on Saturday.
Right.
Because that person who didn't bullshit this week, he got something for you.
I think that's one thing that Broadway did well, just coming from like the ACC, like a Power 5 conference. Like he always taught us, like, if you BS during the week, it's not going. But I'm like, still being in the MEAC, we knew you could BS a little bit and like.
Yeah.
We were just better than everybody.
And she like the Alabama in the MEAC.
Yeah, we just better than everybody, for real.
Yeah, that's all that was.
But what essentially brought you to A&T? How'd you even hear
that? Jamari called my phone. I was like, bro, you transfer? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, come to A&T. I'm like, what's that? He was like, North Carolina A&T. I was like, I never heard of it. He was like, man, bro, we win championship every year. It's HBCU. I'm like, man, just tell him to call me. We're going to check it out. See where it go. He say, bet. I get a phone call from, I think it was Gibbs. Call my phone, like, yeah, man, why don't you come check us out? Or whatever. Jamari said you could play. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So, actually, I took a visit when nobody was there. Coach Howard, he just showed me around.
Okay.
I was taking a look for other schools, and it was like Savannah State. I'm like, nah, I ain't going there. Alabama State was the one I was leaning towards. But my mama, after I talked to my mom, she was just like, son, you can go to Alabama State. I was like, because they got to play a big game on their schedule. Like, they play Miami and stuff like that. So you can go there and you can lose. You can get your stats, though, but you're going to lose. Or you can go to a winning team. And where was my final decision, I'm talking to the other schools. They're like, well, you go to A&T, they got a All-American at your position, all conference. He's this, he's that. I'm like, well, if I can't start at A&T, I shouldn't be playing football.
Mm-hmm.
So I made my decision like that. And Coach Howard came to my house. He had on like 5 rings on his hand.
Flex, you already know.
And while he talking, he keeps slapping my table. I'm like, hey, you can stop slapping my table. I see your rings, man. He was like, oh, my bad, man, my bad. He was like, but if you want to win, man, you're gonna come to A&T. And I just like winning.
If you want to get a ring, come to the T.
Yeah, man.
But what originally made you want to transfer, though? What made you want to leave SC?
So I didn't want to leave. One morning, woke up. It's 5 a.m. We used to practice at 5 a.m. in the morning. Whatever, 6 a.m. meetings. And you got to eat. So they always cater food or whatever every morning. That's how you eat. You go to the stadium, there's food there already. So this one morning, everything just looked bad. The food smelled bad. So I'm looking at like, oh, what is this? So I asked people, I'm like, bro, what is it? He said, I don't know. I'm not eating this, man. So I'm like, this thing stink. Like, the coach walked by. He said, man, that food smell like dog food. So I'm walking in the locker room. The nutritionist say, Antoine, you always got some shit to say. Just grab a fucking plate, take the food, and go back in the locker room. And you know, she a Caucasian lady. So I'm like, Christian, I got a mama. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. You ain't about to talk to me any kind of way. She was like, you just always got some shit to say. So I was like, I'm like, the food smell bad. So then I just said, you know what, you got it. I grabbed a plate, threw it away, because you got to fix your plate. If you don't fix the plate, you run. So I fixed me a plate, walked in the locker room, and threw it away.
Mm-hmm.
I go up for meetings. The D coordinator, he come in here. He say, hey, man, why the fuck y'all so damn ungrateful and disrespectful? That lady do all she can do for y'all, and y'all just motherfucking ungrateful. Y'all don't know how good y'all motherfuckers got it. He was like Frenchie. They used to call me Frenchie. He was like Frenchie. Don't be fucking disrespectful, man. I'm like, I got you. So he was like, and I ain't just talking about you, it's all y'all motherfuckers, because y'all motherfuckers spoiled, y'all don't even know it. So I went to, so after that, he was about to proceed with the meeting, because Mustang was like, what did you do? I'm like, man, I ain't do nothing. All I did was tell her the food smelled bad, and I went by to eat it. And he was like, get the fuck out. I said, what? Get the fuck out of my meeting. I don't want you in the meeting today. I was already hurt. I had torn my I ain't dislocated it. I had just hurt something. I think I tore my label. I know I was in a sling, so I wasn't practicing anyway. So I was like, all right, fuck you. Going out to the locker room. The head scrum coach come to me and say, hey, per Muschamp, you have 5 a.m. Punishment. I'm like, what? For what? And I think my sling was coming off today or something. I know I was hurt. So I'm like, for what? He was like, I don't know, man. You got to go talk to him. So I walk out to the field. Say, can I talk to you? He was like, it's fucking, he was like, it's unacceptable. I'm like, do you even know what happened? He was like, no. But I know it was something. So I was like, I tried to explain him the story. He was like, I don't want to hear. I heard her side. whatever. Woo. So I'm like, what? I'm like, Coach, this just like your wife coming home and saying, must time pack your shit, get the fuck out. And you don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I don't want to hear that. Punishment in the morning. I said, okay, cool. I left. I called my mom. I called Louisville, Coach Ward, because he recruited me to USC. I'm like, man, I'm trying to come to Louisville. He was like, man, if you come here, you got to sit out of here. So I was talking to my mom about it. She's like, man, you might as well just go down if you're going to transfer and to keep playing. You don't want to miss out on 1 year. They have 1 year to ball, and you're going to have to ball if you want to enter the draft. So I was like, all right. But way before that, I'm telling my roommate I ain't going. My roommate, Mon, say, man, go. He might be testing you. I'm like, you're right. I'm going to go. Got there in the morning. He told me yesterday I had 10 board pushes. It's like this board that's be on the ground. You got to push it across the track. The shit is so hard. It gets you tired as hell quick. Down and back is 1. You got to do 10 of them.
Oof.
That's what he told me yesterday. It's like a 60-meter track. So I'm like, all right. Then after that, so the next morning I get there, I say I got 10 board pushes. I'm about to go through them. He say, no, Coach Muschamp changed. I say, the what? He said you got to put two chains that you squat with. You got to put them around your waist, and you got to carry them up the stadium and down 12 times. So this ain't no A&T Stadium. This ain't no it's seat 85,000.
Dang.
So I'm like, man, what? That's not even possible. He said I tried it. It took me an hour. So it might take you like an hour 30 or hour 45 minutes to do it. I'm like, man, what? So it was like, man, you gotta talk to Muschamp about that. So I texted him, said, can I come talk to you? He was like, yeah, sure, I'm in my office. I went in there, I said, I can because I got a lot of respect for you. I respect your decision. But the punishment for what I did was outrageous. If I did something, come to find out, shit. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to find out, she told Muschamp.
Oh, it was getting juicy. Repeat what you said.
I said, I went to Muschamp, was like, man, I just want to come to you because I respect, but for what I did, the punishment don't add up. I see if I did something real, like skip class or got to fight in class or, if I did something crazy, I'd do a crazy punishment. But for me not saying the food smelled bad, come to find out, she told Muschamp I call her bitch or a hoe. I said, Muschamp, she just got here. I've been here 3 years. Have I ever got in any trouble with a female? Yeah, like it's patterns with certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you ever disrespected somebody, it should come back. I said, I've never been in trouble before. The only thing I've been in trouble for is fighting. And that's teammates or something like that. But I ain't never been in trouble about disrespecting a woman. He was like, well, that's what she said. I'm like, you can ask Debo. He was sitting right there. He know the whole conversation. So he was like, man, that's the punishment you got to do. And he said you got to do it every day until I tell you to stop. And this was spring ball just ended. What? So I had to do it a month straight. I wasn't doing that a month straight. Every morning at 5 a.m. it ain't no spring ball, so you waking up for nothing. All you got to do is go to class and you done for the day. Oh, I'm not doing that. He's like, either you can do it or you can transfer. I'm like, don't give me that ultimatum because you wouldn't give it to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yes, I will. So I was like, man, Debo was late to practice, and y'all said hurry up. He said, I ain't know y'all crackers time, I want my time. And y'all did nothing. Y'all told him, watch your language because you don't know who's watching. I said, Rico Dowdle cursed the lady out. Y'all did nothing. But told him to watch what he say. I said, all right, now we're gonna take the stars out the equation. I said, Valentine just got here. He haven't played a down for you. He cursed the lady out. Y'all did nothing. Y'all say he have mental issues, so y'all let him slide. I said, if you don't want me here, just say that. But don't tell me do something or don't leave. He was like, I hold everybody accountable, and that's bullshit, and you know it. I said, no, you bullshit. Matter of fact, get my release papers. I'm transferring. He was like, you sure? I said, I'm positive. Are you sure? Yeah, we ain't got to ask no more. He was like, fine, I have your paper by the end of the day. Thank you. Walking out his office, started yelling some more. I said, man, you ain't my coach no more, so you can stop all that yelling because we can handle this like men at this point. He ain't say nothing. I said, yeah, I thought so. I left. And after that, the transfer process began.
Dang.
And you know what's crazy? The funny part, you know, we got a D lineman who played for A&T. His brother go there.
D lineman that played for his brother go South Carolina.
He was all Cobble brother.
Oh yeah, you Cobble brother.
They called me. Was like, hey Frenchie, we sitting around talking about you, miss you, man. You know, I'm like, man, what do y'all want? You know what I'm saying? He was like, you know, Cobble or something like that. They said his name. I was like, yeah, he my teammate. Well, his brother is getting highly recruited, and he's on our list. We're trying to see, can you put in a good word for us? And when the scouts come back around, we'll put in a good word for you. So I just started laughing, like, man, all right, I got you. So I called Cobble. I said, can you link me with your brother? Even though what they did was fucked up, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Brother got on the phone. You can ask Cobble his story. You can ask his brother. I was like, man, who your top five, who your top three? And he respectfully said, man, all due respect, I just want to do recruiting process on my own. I don't want to think about no help, none of that. I said, I respect that. Make a great decision. Hung up the phone. I called Muschamp them back, was like, man, he don't want to talk to me. He don't want no help with the recruiting process, but y'all in the good standing. Y'all number one on this list. That's what he at least talked.
Yeah.
And he did it there.
Damn. I commend you to bro, like not holding that grudge. Like a lot of people hold a grudge.
See, the thing is, before that, we had a great relationship. Mm-hmm. So I ain't gonna take about the 100 good things we had for one bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Facts. Damn. Well, I mean, you're doing well for yourself now. So it's like, I mean, a lot of stuff happens for a reason. So I'm like, yeah. I don't know. I'm the type of person, I don't hold grudges either. Like,
for sure.
So their true colors, then so be it. I'm like, I ain't losing sleep over it. Like, we just part ways. But I want to get into this weekend again. Did y'all see where there was the shootout at the strip club or something?
At Cheetah in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Cheetah.
Yeah.
Like what was that about? Or do you know?
I don't know what it was about, but I seen and I heard about it.
I'm like, bro, they're out there. Atlanta turned into Chicago.
You know, a lot of people here.
Yeah.
From different states and stuff like that. Yeah. But the whole situation, you can tell the guy who was holding the gun, he ain't want to shoot that gun, man. Mm-mm. But he was forced to. Then my thing was, why you got your girl with a gun? And the first thing she did was lay on the ground down there. She's trying to cock it. She can't even cock the gun.
Hey, hey, she was behind that tire scared.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why you got a gun? Like, this ain't. My uncle always told me a gun can get you killed quicker than you kill somebody.
Facts.
Okay. So the next thing you like, community wise, charity wise, you got coming up, it will be that Greensboro A&T thing you trying to set up.
That's what I'm trying to do next.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do next. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out.
And if people want to, support, reach out. Where can they hit you at? Where can they hit you up on?
Instagram, 9 in the Chamber. DM me, or they can hit one of y'all up. You feel me?
For sure.
Yeah.
Bet. You got a joke or anything you want to tell?
Nick said you got a joke.
Well, I don't tell jokes. Malik Wilson don't know how to celebrate.
That's crazy.
This man run back 10 kick returns and don't celebrate that one. I was watching us play one game. You got to the end zone, and I don't know what you did, but I was like, what in the world did you do?
I'm dead, bro.
Hey, that's what we wrapping up. I'm wrapping it up off that. All right, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you coming on here, bro.
All right, for sure. Thank y'all.
For sure.
All right, boy. Love you, boy.
Love y'all too, man. Be safe.